as looking at that game from the outside in, I think you have to be mad. How can you energize the team, though? That's the big question. Dashing forward, Life is immediately, and there's the first entry from Krags.
Right into the next round. Kiwis here, drop both Jets down. Mr. Fallen's 15 HP, clinging on to dear life.
And they don't get in.
No.
They try to inject some speed, but they don't get in. Flashed used again. Really concern on foot. However, this map is a good second map after losing in a pretty horrendous way, despite the scoreline, because you can get this streak on defense.
Right.
This is a map where momentum can shift very, very easily.
Right here.
And it might be what FUT need. Because right now, they stand to be the first team to lose to a Chinese team on the international stage. And also to fail for their country, which they haven't produced a team capable of competing at these global events since 2021. Until now. Or at least we thought.
Chance is still there. The 3 remaining members of ASE are trying to find their way into A, and that's going to help. Maj down. What? They're going to get another? They're both just so weak, though.
One enemy remaining.
Surely they don't pull off some heroics like this. HFMI with nothing but 6 HP tries to swing out. Captain gets 3.
FUT was really making plays left and right. Some key rounds that FUT had chances to win. He shut down.
Agreed. Bunt was very good.
Capitalized on a lot of the mistakes out of FUT side.
I did like this out of them at the opening of the round. They throw a nano to clear some space B, make sure there's no one pushing up, and they get the alarm bot down. Meanwhile, Kiwi applying pressure on the opposite side of the map.
Big pick.
Cover going out.
Now Yishen early. Not that there was much for Yishen.
Smoked off the alarm bot.
Well, they smoked it anyways. Talked about that deep one.
Yeah.
It's very easy to hear, very easy to spot that that is getting put down, so you have to consider the fact that ASE have options to fight through it.
Dart not tagging anyone. Kiwi looking for a little bit of extra damage with the Marshall 3. Not landing the 4th, but it's a Prime Gaming flawless anyway.
For him to lead the team here. Might be a shark attack. Flash over top, second flash paranoia through. He's going deep for it, but nobody here from ASE to receive, and they might speed up into A because of it.
What's interesting too is ASE were playing further back than they normally would right off the bat. It's like they were expecting it. They knew there was a possibility for it, and they play around it.
And for a second, like the FUT players might want to flood against this. Reaction into this A side. Instead, it'll be a full 5v5 retake with poor weaponry on the side of.
Oh. Shock dart and a nano.
Insta-kill on that. That's beautiful stuff.
No flank, it's just gonna be from heaven and from tree. ASE with site control for now.
Wow.
That knife is big. ASE not able to hold the site. We may have another bonus on our hands. This would have to be huge out of Bunt and Monk. And it's all just on to Bunt now. It's the Diffuse has already gotten half. They swing out on the turret. Bunt gets another, but that's a bonus. FUT with a big lead here.
That's very nice stuff. And that retake, straight out of the Fnatic playbook. That sort of style of retake, lovely stuff out of FUT.
Both knives used right off the bat. Mid and market cleared. Oof. Kiwi taking a lot of damage through the spam.
ASE do have another significant buy here. So dangerous round still. These deep alarm bots are so nice out of Maj.
Great.
That's a Sentinel who really relies on his aim and his fragging ability and not necessarily setups with his team. And he does lose. Captain was playing close. His job was to hold against him.
Had a chance at it there. Remember, Kiwi at the beginning of the round took some spam damage. Now down to 12 HP, no armor. Trying to find a cheeky angle to get a kill. But there's just nothing materializing, at least not yet.
These pivots are great. Out of attacking Soul. They got a 2-2 split going, and HFMI is going to go on the lurk.
Question is, how patient is Kiwi? Wow. And yeah, there wasn't much health to him, but a great response from HFMI into it. Meanwhile, Crack's playing in the smoke. The swing out is there! He gets 2! FUT's defense is scattered. They're still 1A, leaving Mr. Fallen on site by himself, and he cannot hold them back.
HFMI could get the info of where he's coming from, too. They worked the map beautifully in that one.
A 1v3 necessary for Maj to pull this round out. Consideration of time and HFMI's positioning evident. And the possibility for more, but the swing out for Monk is just too good. Very well done.
Specifically thinking about the experience in moments like this, elimination. FUT obviously played at lock-in. ASE is one of the few teams at this team who did not. The only team. So you're thinking they could just be as streaky. Kiwi with the first entry again. They're gonna put pressure on this B side. It worked last time.
Life is going up into spawn again.
Good KO to respond. They fall all the way back.
Monk is gonna try to do some of the same. It was a counter punch. The left and the right. It was Life. It was Monk.
All the way through spawn. Are you kidding me? And the chase is on. They might be able to peek spawn before they get up this ramp.
HFMI with the op.
I mean, he's holding a great angle to actually prevent them. Ada Captain's in for a world of hurt, but he needs to make heroic plays here because HFMI has cut off the rotates.
The one benefit is maybe you don't consider his position. Now spotted. And Paranoia is going to hit both, but it's a great response from ASE.
Huge success on that attacking side against them on Haven. Things starting to spiral for FUT here.
They're keeping the attack side up.
Oh, TP up forward with the flash to cover and doesn't find anything, but there was definitely an opportunity.
Yeah, there was.
It's a nice little play. Seen it quite a bit in EMEA for them.
Even looking for an opportunity here, getting one. But once again, Monk's timing is flawless.
It's the same engagement that happened in the last round.
Yeah.
Kiwi against each end.
A pause on the round. You see Life still with the op. Still with 4 members up and 4 ults to their name.
Recalling my boss.
Any round that you can get, this is an anti-eco for ASE, but you've got to secure this sort of thing when you're playing on this attack side.
You should run.
And they will invest the lockdown. They're out with it, though.
Mr. Fallen now cleared to hell. He's still causing problems! How does he get 3? The 4th available and the 4th delivered.
All of a sudden, all you have to deal with is Mr. Fallen. Instead, you have a player coming through tree at the same time. Fast play with the own null command.
They're not slowing it down at all. Life falls. Monk does too. Kiwi still playing up close and personal. Not able to get away, but Mr. Fallen's the support.
Down B.
He's the help, and that was a fast one. As Ishan's the only one that remains. Wow. More swagger.
And trying to punish, trying to end the game with, not style, but speed.
Going out.
All right, they forced into it, for example, after losing the pistol. That was successful, but then they started throwing in fast rounds. You're seeing the same sort of signs here on this ascent.
And to go back to the roles you said they saw on their attacking side on Haven, you expect to see more of those here on Ascent. Question is, how much of that can they mitigate?
Reclear from FUT, coming in towards short. HFMI is exploring alone. Have to say, FUT are winning consistently these first engagements.
Yeah, they are. Which is just such a difference from what we saw in the previous map.
Yeah, ASE had chances and things to look out to fight for those first engagements. Remember, they were really taking it to Mr. Fallen on that C side.
They invested so much utility to try to clear Monk there. Shock Dart, a Paranoia.
I'm typically okay with that on the anti-eco.
Yeah.
Because you have a wealth of utility in comparison to the other side. But in this case, actually, there's a lot of saved util from the prior rounds. So Hunt still has his flash. You have 2 smokes. You have a smoke from Life too. All the util out of the KO.
What's here? They have 3. One of them is so weak. I mean, both of them have taken a considerable amount of damage. This is far from done. He's going to be able to upgrade a weapon? Get the plant down? Yep, 10 seconds left, but he's planting out in the open. It's bold. It's risky, but how does he find the timing? How does he get it down? The dart gives him away.
He's trying to plant it on a spike. Kiwi with an op. Posted towards B. We have slowed down significantly since that timeout from ASE. 2 players pushing their way up towards tree as well. KJ Util is there. They've doubled up inside of A main for the FUT defense. And again, these aggressive info pieces, that turret. Protecting for ADA Captain, who pushed himself into one right now. This setup is really good. I'm looking at Yishan as well, up top mid.
Again, they just continue to hit that area of the map and find success in it.
It's funny, look at Monk, he's the passive player in this. Yishan is just walking up mid by himself. It's not the Jet. It did pop those nano swarms inside of Cat. This split is tough for Kiwi to deal with.
Surrounded, nothing. Do they check Mr. Fallen? Oh, he has to go into the nano, and he spammed through the smoke.
Last player standing.
What a hit from ASE. That's now 2 rounds where they have found value from getting an early pick aggressively in spawn.
Yeah, and remember, I was just mentioning how the early picks have been going towards FUT.
Enemy down. Taking sentry.
These sort of mid rounds are fantastic.
Finding those tiny windows and making something happen out of them.
Has he trying to re-clear A main and going for a flank with 50 seconds on the map? You thought, yeah, there's a chance. Still got the op up, though.
And you see the positioning, right? An adjustment. This time he's posted a mid, a bit more aggressive.
Let's get knifed, though, so they know his position. Ooh, oof. Great spam for Maj. Actually, potentially saves Kiwi there from spam as he crosses. Ult possible.
There it is. They waited for it a little bit.
Wow. 2 tags there in between the TPs. His initial hit was trying to target Life, by the way, but Bunt got stuck inside of the space that Life left.
Had a captain with a paranoia, 2 on the other side.
Got to be careful with the spam after this follow-up. He's waiting for potentially maybe that turret's on top of the box. Or the drone.
There it is. Oh! What?
I told you, man, that spam is dangerous. And they're not looking for this A side even. Monk's gonna try to get the kill, but he loses the opportunity. Life dashing up mid again. Great reposition from Mr. Fallen, completely understanding, knowing that those 2 players were just in A main moments ago.
I mean, he had the potential to cut off the rotations and secure the round, but you're right. Mr. Fallen saves the day. Or at least you'd assume with how weak the 2 remaining members of ASE are. Gonna get the spike down and they'll get a little bit of extra money out of it. And the ult. Dropping the knife, repositioning, expecting pressure from Heaven, but no, he's found them all. Flash will buy some time, but the swing goes right into his death.
And they all 3 came through door, which, great idea, but they also all 9-3. And a 7-5 is immense. Shark attack again. We've seen this already once in this game.
Paranoia, flash, dash. Once again, expected. Look at how far back they play, man. It's like they know when it's coming.
They tried to dart and ult to Krax, who was left behind to hold top mid while Kiwi was going into it. That separates them and allows for the easy kill. Really nice adaptation from ASE. Normally, you saw them in the last time. They just walk up and go into the A side. Wow, he just crossed.
Fortunately, there were 2 there. That would have been difficult to hold by himself.
It's the constant pivots. Mr. Fallen has been on his toes in the last couple of rounds. Can he do it again? This time there's a KO ult, so he's potentially not even going to get that dart off. He just pulled it out, though. Dart coming. It's there. They can't get out the smoke.
ADA Captain's holding it. The flash, the dart. He's got to get out. He's got to get out. He can't. Mr. Fallen's going to join him. I mean, what an open.
Spike planted.
There's massive room to actually punish that. Darts up. There's a smoke on us. They've got space up close to the game. He's waiting for his game tomorrow, or later today against CDG.
Get out of my way.
Life with blades. Pushed off, and I'm not finding any value with the op. Oh, 1 second. They're gonna get out onto A. It's just Mr. Valo that's here.
Disgusting.
It's just so swift.
Spike planted.
The potential for 5 on the attacking side. Unless there's some insane play that FUT can pull off. Lockdown dropped. And there's a little bit of, I mean, there are so many options for ASE here. Monk can play outside as he is. Isha not far off either. A can just went, oh! I respect that so much. They've gotten it down to a 3v2. That nano's good. That's going to cut off space.
Oh my goodness.
As Bunt cuts off Maj's head. Cracks on the tap. Nothing found. ASE with 5 on the attacking side.
Opportunity there, but
Once again, we've touched on this a few times. The opportunity to make history.
first Chinese team to win a series. Hasn't happened yet. Up 1 already. Capability to put FUT away in this tournament.
It's a confidence, man. Still playing with confidence. Still taking these early fights.
And they protect him too.
Yep.
Shorty in the mix.
Huge.
Oh God.
There's so much help too. But they let him both pass, and the door, I imagine, is going to be going down. They're going to be left on the other side of it. There it goes. Life's going to rotate all the way through main.
Yeah, and that's coming fast. Remember, they didn't go through main, so.
Ada Captain's ready for it, though. He swings out, he cleans him up.
Great job. Monk's still only with the shorty.
And still stuck
There
on
it
the
is.
other side of
It's
that
classic.
door. Finally cleared.
Retakes were fantastic for them on Haven.
They're going to have to be fantastic again. Monk jumping out. That dart lights up everybody.
Oh,
A 2 for 2, but main still not cleared.
Whoa!
Kiwi just saved the day.
Yeah.
Really, this entire tournament from him.
I was thinking who contributed the most to that first half. I think I agree with the desk about Mr. Fallen. He was very active on that defense.
For sure.
A lot of damage, actually.
Dude, I mean, also Life, like, with a classic, no armor, decides, I'm going to go for it again.
Heck yeah. Forces a swap, too, of the weaponry. Again? Another dink?
Another dink.
I'll take his life for 3. That's crazy.
That's just insane.
They're swapping all the weapons. There's no force up here, though, for ASE. Remember, that was a factor in Haven.
I cannot use that.
They won the
Right
pistol
here.
on their defense.
Revealing area.
Smoked off instantly. Does that instill enough confidence for Cracks to walk out?
There's flashes here for Ishan.
There's a fight happening on both sides. That is just a shorty. Creeping forward.
Tried to peek with the turret, but not quite the right angle for him. And that's going to call the rotate over. Leave Monk alone.
30 seconds left.
3 classics remain. And we've seen the 3 classics, or the classics be formidable this round, but it was primarily in the hands of Life.
They're waiting for the smoke to come through. And you're right, but 3v5 with just classics is incredibly difficult.
Nigh impossible.
Still keeping things very
10
clean here
seconds
from
left.
FUT, despite the dinks, despite the damage done. That's what ASE right now are trying to target, is those players who are weak. Probably end up not doing anything in the remaining moments of the round, though. Speak about the performances in that first half. For me, ASE swapped off of relying on a lot of individual prowess. Out of Life, out of Monk, from Haven. I thought that was what they were doing. And actually relied a lot on the team play, a lot on that really, really nice defaulting that they had around the map. Finding all sorts of entries.
Ishan falls to the spike. And we turn our attention towards the next round. There's no one watching B. There's no one really patient about it. All a footer towards A.
That's knife. Just caught at least 3.
The nano, the paranoia. There's no real way to get in, but Bunt gets spammed, yeah. Ooh, Ishan is in a position to have a ton of value here. There's help from up top. The flash out on the swing. All 3 targets there. Snaps onto Captain, looking for more. Not able to find it. 2v2 here falls into a 2v1, and FUT on the precipice of a bonus again.
They're not recovering the spike yet. Life doesn't know, though. Now he does.
Remember how confident he's been. That confidence may have cost him his life there.
It would have been really difficult to deal with, and it's still a situation in front of him. Life has been playing this pizza position quite a lot. And the dart's deep enough that he has to break it. So right now, position known. They're going to challenge, but he takes one with him.
He's just so reckless.
At the very least, yeah. That's a position you could dash out of.
Yeah, nah, I'd rather fight.
Crazy when you know they know where you're at. It's crazy.
Remember here, to go back to the first half, it was because of the light armor that ASE was able to have a buy in the 4th round, and that's what stopped them leading. Can they do it again here? Another 1-for-1. Bunt trying to anchor by himself. Nothing done. Krax has been so good this map.
One of the ones who struggled a little bit against EG.
Spike
Now definitely having a good game. And Shifamai out the smoke. Give space for Monk to find another. But the 1-for-1. Almost for OT, but definitely a dangerous one. Life continuing to play in mid. There's no variation here. Mimi was talking about this on the desk. They start to run out of ideas, run out of fuel. That's what happened against DRX. We saw multiple instances where they go for the same round over and over, and Life again gets picked out of mid with no value. And everybody's peeking by themselves.
Yep.
They have a timeout to talk about this.
The call out of the timeout was, we're just going to solo fight.
Okay.
And the biggest key to success for ASE in this round was the knives, and they're gone.
This is getting ridiculous. Yeah, they're just all going one by one. And it might honestly win the round.
We're going to see an entire round of just 1v1s. It's still possible. Monk has upgraded a weapon here.
Okay, they're regrouping.
player standing.
There goes that upgraded weapon.
There it is.
This time in the hands of Bunt.
Spike planted.
Door in his face. Has to clear that out before even consider getting the retake.
This was one of the players with light armor. There's only 3 of them.
Cover going out.
There's still duels possible. But they did regroup into A. You heard the dash in that direction. But he has to deal with the crossfire from A main and down in dark. What?
Early. Almost ahead of the tap.
Yeah, so many Jets go for that because the Sova's constantly playing out from there.
Get out of my way.
That could have turned everything. Fast flash. Paranoia in. Monk hiding inside of logs. They get the lockdown, and how is that a shot?
I don't know if he was lit up by a dart or a drone or something.
Oh, Life.
Couldn't have been for long.
Where are you going, man?
We're getting a bit silly here.
This dude's running into lockdown.
Into a lockdown, op in hand, trying to make a play by himself.
Nowhere to run.
And I think he just played himself into a Lotus.
One enemy remaining.
Kiwi flash, Mr. Fallen gets the kill, Bunt's left alone, and it's a Prime Gaming Flawless to close it out, tie us up at 1-1.